Have you ever wondered what a DDoS attack is and how it can affect you? In this vast digital universe, there are celestial bodies of data floating around, but not all of it is friendly. Amongst these lurk destructive forces known as DDoS attacks, standing for Distributed Denial of Service. These attacks are malicious attempts designed to disrupt the normal traffic flow of a targeted server, service, or network. Imagine a highway bustling with cars. Now, picture a sudden influx of vehicles causing complete chaos. That's essentially what a DDoS attack does. It overwhelms the target with a flood of internet traffic, creating a digital traffic jam that obstructs regular data flow. These attacks pose a significant threat to the smooth functioning of online services, causing downtime and potentially leading to substantial financial and reputational losses. Intriguing, isn't it? But this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, are you ready to dive deeper into the world of DDoS attacks? Now, you might be asking, how do these DDoS attacks actually work? Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. At the heart of a DDoS attack is a network of compromised computers known as a botnet. Imagine a puppet master controlling an army of puppets. The puppet master here is the attacker, and the puppets are the computers in the botnet. These computers have been infected with malicious software, unbeknownst to their owners, and can be commanded by the attacker to flood a target system with traffic. It's like a crowd rushing and blocking the entrance to a shop, preventing genuine customers from entering. Now, let's discuss the three common types of DDoS attacks. First, we have volume-based attacks. This is the digital equivalent of the crowd scenario I just mentioned. The goal here is to consume all the bandwidth of a target system, making it inaccessible. Common examples of volume-based attacks are ICMP floods and UDP floods. Next, we have protocol attacks. These attacks target server resources rather than bandwidth. They exploit vulnerabilities in a server's protocols, the rules that govern how data is sent and received. One example is the SYN flood attack, where the attacker initiates a connection with the server but never completes it, leaving the server hanging and consuming its resources. Lastly, we have application layer attacks. These attacks are a bit more sophisticated. They target specific applications on a server, exploiting weaknesses in the application's code to cause a server crash or slowdown. An example is a slow loris attack, where the attacker sends partial HTTP requests to a web server, keeping connections open for a long time and eventually overloading the server. So, in a nutshell, DDoS attacks work by overwhelming a target system with more traffic than it can handle, either through sheer volume or by exploiting vulnerabilities at the protocol or application level. That's quite a lot of information to digest, isn't it? But understanding these basics will help you grasp the severity of DDoS attacks. So we've discussed what DDoS attacks are and how they work. But what happens when a DDoS attack is successful? When a DDoS attack strikes, it's like a digital tsunami. It overwhelms a website or online service with a flood of meaningless data, causing the system to buckle under the strain. And when that happens, the impact can be significant. For starters, there's the issue of downtime. When a website or service is taken offline by a DDoS attack, it's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a full-blown crisis. Imagine an online retailer on the busiest shopping day of the year rendered helpless by a DDoS attack. Every minute the site is down, it's losing sales, customers, and revenue. It's a race against time to get back online. But with a DDoS attack, there's no telling how long the disruption will last. But the fallout from a DDoS attack isn't just financial. There's also the damage to the company's reputation. In the digital age, customers expect online services to be reliable and secure. When a DDoS attack brings a website to its knees, it can shake consumer confidence, leading to a loss of trust that can be hard to regain. And then there's the darker side of DDoS attacks. Sometimes they're not just about causing disruption. Sometimes they're a smokescreen, a diversion tactic used by cybercriminals to distract from other malicious activities. While the IT team is scrambling to deal with the DDoS attack, the attackers might be quietly infiltrating the network, stealing sensitive data, or installing malware. So, the impact of a DDoS attack is multifaceted. It's a digital domino effect, with one incident leading to a cascade of problems. It's not just about the immediate disruption, it's about the long-term damage to a company's bottom line and reputation. As you can see, the effects of a DDoS attack can be devastating. But can anything be done to prevent them? Now that we understand the threat posed by DDoS attacks, let's talk about how to mitigate them. First and foremost, it's crucial to have a response plan in place. This ensures that you're not caught off guard when an attack occurs. Think of it like a fire drill. You wouldn't wait for the flames to start before figuring out how to escape, right? The same principle applies to DDoS attacks. Your plan should outline the steps to take when an attack is detected, including who to contact, what actions to take, and how to communicate with your users. Next, let's talk about firewalls and intrusion prevention systems. A firewall acts as a gatekeeper for your network, allowing only legitimate traffic to pass through. It can help filter out malicious traffic, thus reducing the impact of a DDoS attack. An intrusion prevention system, on the other hand, actively monitors your network for suspicious activity. If it detects a potential DDoS attack, it can take immediate action to block it. However, these security measures alone may not be enough, especially for larger, more powerful attacks. That's where DDoS protection services come in. These services can absorb the excess traffic generated by a DDoS attack, preventing it from overwhelming your network. Some even offer 24/7 monitoring and immediate response to attacks, providing an extra layer of security. Finally, it's important to note that DDoS mitigation is not a one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one organization may not work for another. Therefore, it's essential to continuously reassess your DDoS protection strategy, adjusting it as needed to meet your changing needs and to keep up with the evolving threat landscape. Remember, in the face of DDoS attacks, knowledge is your best defense. Stay informed and stay safe.